Hey everyone, Paradox ECG here. I'm Ryan and I'm bringing you a Cyber Dragon deck profile. This Cyber Dragon deck is without the Galaxy Soldiers, but I will bring you guys a Galaxy Soldier version as soon as possible. So, yeah, I've had this deck for about a year now. I haven't finished the extra deck fully, but I plan to get the rest of the stuff for it to bring an updated video for you guys. So yeah, let's get started. Also, before I get started on this, I have a update on my Melodious Diva deck profile that I will be posting later this week. Some of the stuff will be coming in the mail as soon as possible, so yeah, stay tuned for that. So, for starters, we start off with the 3 Cyber Dragons, 3 Cyber Dragon Dre, and 3 Cyber Dragon Core. These are the main pieces to the deck. Cyber Dragon is pretty much, if you control no monsters and your opponent does, you special summon it. This sets off the rank 5 plays and the power bond plays. Dre can also set off rank 5 plays. It's basically when it's summoned, you can make all Cyber Dragons you control level 5. And yeah, its second effect isn't really, I guess, relevant, but it's if it's banished, you can target a Cyber Dragon you control and it cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects this turn. And Cyber Dragon Core is basically the searcher. When you normal summon it, you can search for a Cyber Spell or Trap card, so you pretty much search for the Cyber Repair Plant, which is the spell searcher for any machine monsters. Any light machine monsters, I'm sorry. So, and all 6 of these are named Cyber Dragon while they're on the field and in the graveyard. So you can use Power Bond to target them so that you can make Cyber Twin Dragon and Cyber End Dragon and stuff like that. But these are the main combo pieces of the deck, and you need to run as many of each as possible. For the last Cyber card, I use Cyber Eltanin. This is pretty much just field removal. It's the 3rd Dark Hole, basically. You banish all light machine monsters face up on your field and in the graveyard, and then special summon it, and then it gains 500 for each, and then you destroy all cards in the field, or all monsters in the field. So yeah, this is really good to just get rid of everything and then attack a bit for damage, and then yeah. I do run the Machina engine, so I run 2 Machina Fortress and 1 Machina Gearframe. I don't run any rank 7s, but Machina Fortress is pretty much like one of the most broken machine monsters ever. So basically you could discard machine monsters whose total level equal 8 or more. So you can discard itself and any other machine type monster, and then special summon it from either the hand or graveyard. So yeah, so you can like basically just discard Cyber Dragon Core and itself and then summon it. And the second effect is when it's destroyed by a battle and sent to the graveyard, you can select and destroy 1 card your opponent controls. And the third one is when this face-up card you control is targeted by an opponent's effect. By an opponent's effect monster's effect, look at your opponent's hand and discard 1 card from their hand. And Machina Gearframe searches for Machina Fortress, and then you can equip it to a machine monster, and then if your machine monster would be destroyed, you can detach this instead. I use 1 Thunder King Ryo. Yeah, it's a mistake on legs, and it doesn't hurt this deck too much just because you only have 3 searchers, or, well, 6 searchers, but Core searches out the Cyber Repair Plant. You only have 3 of those, and Thunder King really can stop your opponent, and it's good just to have at least 1, and it's only at 1, so yeah. And then 2 Honests. Honest is like the most broken light monster, probably. So like you discard it and doubles your monster's attack, so it just does that extra damage and monster removal. And then for the spells, I have 3 Cyber Repair Plants. This is the main searcher of the deck, and it searches for any light machine top monster from your deck, or you can target 1 light machine type monster in your graveyard, shuffle that into your deck. So you have to have a Cyber Dragon in your graveyard to use one of the effects, or if you have 3 or more, you can use both the effects. And then I use 3 Power Bonds, because Power Bond is probably the best spell in the deck. It basically make Cyber Twin Dragon, which can attack twice and will double its attack. 3 upstarts. And 2 instant fusions. Instant fusion is really good with this deck. I do have instant fusion targets, so it's really good to make rank 5s and just attack your opponent. 2 MSTs, this deck loses to Vanities. I don't even run Vanities because it's so difficult to get rid of it. And lose 1 turn is really bad against this deck. Well, it's really good against this deck, so you need that out. It's really bad if you have to go against that. And Skill Drain, because you can't attack twice if you have Skill Drain. Oops. Sorry about that. Alright, 2 Dark Holes and 1 Raigeki, because it's an OTK deck and you really want to get your opponent's field out of the way as soon as possible. And for the rest of the 1-ofs, Limiter Removal, like broken spell card, it should probably be banned because it's just so ridiculous. Machine Dupe, Cyber Core's name is Cyber Dragon while it's on the field, so you can use Machine Dupe on it and summon 2 more Cyber Dragons. It can be really cloggy though, so I only use 1. Soul Charge, because you have a bunch of Cyber Dragons in the grave typically, and you can just bring them all back and make more rank 5 plays. It's just really good. Burial from a Different Dimension, because you banish your Cyber Dragon cores all the time, and then your Eltanin, you can just bring them back. It's subpar, but it's alright in this deck, I guess. And then 1 Day of Peace. Because Power Bond makes you take damage equal to the amount of attack your monster gained when it was summoned. Or, yeah, it makes you have to pay that many life points. So, if you make Cyber Twin Dragon, it has 2800 attack, so it would gain 2800 attack from Power Bond. And then at the end phase, you would take 2800 damage. You can activate this so you don't take the damage. And it's really, really good. Really good draw card. If it were at more than 1, I would definitely play it at more than 1, as many as I possibly could. And the traps, 3 Decrease, because I don't play any other traps, and I just want to stop Mirror Forces in every other trap I run in the way of. So, for the extra deck, I don't have it fully completed, but I will tell you guys what I still need for it. So, 2 Cyber Dragon Nuvas. This really made the deck very, very good. Basically, it's 2 level 5 machine monsters, and the first effect is once per turn, detach it and summon a Cyber Dragon from your graveyard. So, pretty much, you have to have a Cyber Dragon in your graveyard, of course, before you activate the effect. And so if you have like a normal Cyber Dragon attached to it and like some Cyber Dragon core in the graveyard, you can detach a Cyber Dragon and then still summon the Cyber Dragon that you just detached. The second effect is you can banish a Cyber Dragon from your hand or face up on the field, and then it gains 2100 attack. This is once per turn during either player's turn, so you can do that just to surprise your opponent if you have one in your hand. And then the third effect, which is the broken effect, is if this card is sent to the graveyard by your opponent's card effect in your possession, you can special summon 1 machine-type fusion monster from your extra deck. That just makes it, like, ridiculous because... I'll just show you guys in a bit. Number 14, this is just a test out. It's a cool card. It just came out in the new Premium Gold 2. Basically, the first effect is not really important, which is your opponent takes any effect damage you would have taken by their card effects. And then the second one, which is the broken one, is when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can detach all material from this card and destroy all monsters on the field whose current attack is less than or equal to the original attack of the monster you just destroyed. And it has 2500 attack, so if you like attack into a unicorn that they have, and then just crazy. Tiras, it's a good generic rank 5. Other rank 5s I would use are Pleiades and Volcasaurus. I'm sure you all know what Pleiades does and Volcasaurus does, so I won't go too far into them. Girgion X, it's a good rank 4. I don't use too many rank 4s, I only use 2. But, yeah, it's a pretty good rank 4 to have just to search out stuff that you need if you have, like, a dead Cyber Dragon Dre on the field. And then a Gagaga Cowboy. Just because if you have Thunder King on the field and you need to search, you can just overlay with Dre and then make Cowboy. Summon in defense, like, bang bang for 800, and then do your searching. So yeah, it's good just to have that. I mean, I don't typically put that in this deck just because, but this build does run Thunder King. I just need to get that out of the way as soon as possible, and it's probably one of the most broken generic rank 8s, or rank 4s. The other cards I don't have that I would include are, like I said, Pleiades and Volcasaurus. Those are the two. And then for the rest of the XEs, I would have Gaia Charger, which you overlay onto a rank 5 or rank 6. You would just choose rank 5, and it does piercing damage at 2600 attack. And yeah, that's the rest of the XEs. And for the fusions, 2 Cyber Twin Dragons. This card is broken. It attacks twice and has 2800 attack. So if you use Power Bond into this, you can attack twice for 5600 each. So this is where the original OTK was, but with Cyber Dragon Nova, that makes it even more possible because, well, the OTK in general more possible because this can have at least 4100 attack, or 4200 attack when it attacks. So yeah, overall this is probably one of the best ones to make. And for the instant fusion targets, 2 Panzer Dragons, and 1 Parapsychroid. These are pretty much just for rank 5 plays. Parapsychroid, though, its effect is it can attack directly, so I usually would use Power Bond with it in case like I use 2 Power Bonds on my 2 Cyber Twin Dragons that I have, and I run and I somehow draw another Power Bond. I could make this because this can attack your opponent directly, and it requires 2 fusion type monsters with the same name. So it's pretty much the same requirements as Cyber Twin Dragon. And then its attack would be doubled, so that's a direct 3200. That's crazy, so it's good just to have that. And Panzer Dragon, since instant fusion destroys your monster that you summoned at the end phase, if you have just an instant fusion, you just summon this, and then at the end phase when it's destroyed, its effect is, if this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you target 1 card in the field and destroy it. So it's not too good for just its effect, but sometimes when you have just instant fusion and nothing else, you just make that pretty good. Since you can't really attack with instant fusion because its effect makes it so that you can't attack with that monster, you don't really want to make Parapsychroid, you want to target one of these, and then just use this for Power Bomb later. And the other fusions that I run but I don't actually have right at this minute are 1 Cyber End Dragon, which is basically 3 Cyber Dragons instead of 2, and it does piercing damage at 4,000 attack. And then Barbroid, it's a Roid card that requires 5 Roid cards for its fusion, that's not really how we make it because we have Cyber Dragon Nova now. And Cyber Dragon Nova, it's really easy to get it out if your opponent like Regekis this, and then you summon Barbroid and they just screwed themselves. But yeah, when you make Barbroid, it's basically, it can attack twice, which is the broken part, and it has 5,000 attack. And then when it destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can deal 1,000 points to your opponent, and that monster that it just destroyed cannot activate its effects in the graveyard. So like if you attack into a Dante or something, they can't use their effects. Or like if you do a Shaddoll monster and destroy that, and then it can't activate its effects in the graveyard. So Barbroid is overall broken in this deck, and if you guys have one and you want to make Cyber Dragons, throw it in, because that's just crazy good. So yeah, guys, comment, rate, subscribe, let me know what you think about my deck, and suggest other decks that you want me to build, and I will bring you guys the Galaxy Soldier version of this deck as soon as possible. And definitely be sure to check out my updated Melodious deck. It has the new fusion monsters, the Bloom Diva. Bloom Diva is crazy good. So yeah, guys, peace out.